So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
Right, champs, you've been lied to by the biggest creators in the world. You've been told that building your dream life and fueling it with an online business has to be hard, or it's got to be a bloody grind. What if I told you that's all total bullshit? What if instead of being an endless grind where you feel like you're constantly beating your head against a brick wall, you can build a dream business where work not only feels effortless, but it also feels like you're just playing. And how do I know that that's possible? Because in the past 14 months, not only have I grown my consulting business from zero to our largest month of $54,000, but I've helped dozens of other creators also build their dream businesses inside my growth accelerator and private communities Scale 20. This is the first episode of a 6-part mini-series where I'm going to take you through the exact blueprint I've used to build my business from zero in just the past 12 months. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name's Tom Youngs, and 10 years ago, my life looked very different to what it does now. In 2014, I was a cosmetic dentist working in the UK, but I quickly realized that that job was lacking and not giving me the one thing that I valued the most: freedom.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
So I quit after 2 years of practice, and I spent the next 6 years in tech as a consultant helping some of the biggest retail and luxury brands in the world. So in November 2021, 3 years ago, I quit my last ever 9-to-5 job as a digital consultant, and for the next 2 years, I ran an agency where I helped businesses and creators launch and grow online communities. Now, despite us building that agency to 40 to 50K per month, I was still dead broke at the end of every single month. We had super low profit margins, we were always working with nightmare clients, and doing tons of done-for-you work just beat me to the point of literal despair. There were times when I would break down crying on Zoom calls with my co-founders because I was sick and tired of begging them to release some cash to me at the end of every month just so that I could afford to pay my rent and bills. For months, I got used to going to the shops not knowing if my card would get declined. Finally, I reached breaking point. I left the agency in July 2023 and decided I needed to take back control and roll the dice on myself. I asked myself this one question: was this agency model really the right model to fuel my dream life? And 14 months after asking myself that question, I can confirm it wasn't, because everything changed for me when I changed the model I was using and decided that I was going to build my business by design rather than by default. But the real game changer was in fact realizing I just didn't know what I was doing. And despite not having any money, I tapped into the most important skill of entrepreneurship, which is being resourceful. And I found the money I needed to invest an uncomfortable amount of money into a mentor. And I'll explain later how I managed to pay thousands for a mentor whilst being dead broke. But there's absolutely zero chance I could have figured this out alone. And after taking that leap of faith into myself and into a mentor, 1 year later, I have what no longer feels like a job. It just feels like I get to play every single day. And also it feels like my clients are just now my best friends. So where did I start?